All right, let's do it. Question number 1. If the only expenditures in an economy were autonomous, what would the consumption function look like?
Five seconds. Time's up, board's up.
Belen, Jesuit.
Stays the same.
Lambert.
Downward sloping.
Mount Hebron.
Horizontal line.
Phillips, Exeter.
Flat line.
The correct answer is horizontal or stays the same, so everyone is correct with the exception of Lambert.
Okay.
Scores are 1 point Belen Jesuit, 1 point Mount Hebron, and 1 point Phillips Exeter. Next question, Chris.
Okay. Question number 2. A profit-maximizing firm in a perfectly competitive industry is in long-run equilibrium, producing 200 units. Its total revenue is $800, and fixed costs are $100. What are the marginal cost and average variable cost for the firm? 20 seconds.
That's marginal.
5 seconds.
Wait, what do I put?
Time's up, board's up.
Wait,
Belen, Jesuit.
marginal cost 700 over 200. Average variable cost 4.5.
Lambert.
Marginal cost is $4. Average variable cost is $3.5.
Mount Hebron.
Marginal cost is $4 and average variable cost is
Keep your board up.
50 cents.
Phillips, Exeter.
Marginal cost is 4, average variable cost is 3.5.
Marginal cost is $4. Average variable cost is $3.50. All teams are correct with the exception of Belen, Jesuit.
You said all teams except Belen, right? Okay, great. Scores so far, and this is going to update in a bit. Scores are 1 Belen Jesuit, 2 Lambert, 2 Mount Hebron, and 2 Phillips Exeter. Oh, I'm sorry. 1 Belen Jesuit, 1 Lambert, 2 Mount Hebron, and 2 Phillips Exeter.
Great.
Next question, Chris.
Okay, question number 3. The negative relationship between an economy's unemployment rate and output is referred to as what law?
20 seconds.
Pretty sure.
Has to be right. Has to be.
5 seconds. Time is up. Board's up.
Belen, Jesuit.
Psalms rule.
Lambert.
Occam's law.
Mount Hebron.
Oken's law.
Phillips, Exeter.
Oken's law.
The correct answer is Oken's Law. It's one of my favorites. All are correct with the exception of Belen, Jesuit. Claudia Somm would be proud, though. She's got a great rule.
Scores are Belen Jesuit 1, Lambert 2, Mount Hebron, and Phillips Exeter tied at 3. Next question, Chris.
Okay, on to question number 4. The International Monetary Fund was established by what agreement?
20 seconds. Five seconds. Time's up. Board's up.
Paris
Belen,
Agreement.
Jesuit.
Paris Agreement.
Lambert.
Bretton Woods Agreement.
Mount Hebron.
Bretton Woods Agreement.
Phillips, Exeter.
Bretton Woods.
The answer is Bretton Woods. All teams are correct with the exception of Belen Jesuit.
Scores so far, Belen Jesuit 1, Lambert 3, Mount Hebron, and Phillips Exeter tied at 4. Next question, Chris.
Okay, on to question number 5. This one's a mouthful. Let's see how I do. A modification of the Consumer Price Index that takes into account the ability of consumers to substitute less expensive goods and services for those whose price has increased is called what?
20 seconds.
As urban consumers. Sure. Do you have any better answers?
5 seconds.
Core CPI now.
Time is up. Boards up, please.
Law of
Belen Jesuit.
Law of substitution.
Lambert.
Personal consumption expenditures.
Mount Hebron.
Chain weighted CPI.
Phillips Exeter.
Chain CPI.
There's actually the chained measures. Mount Hebron, Phillips Exeter, you are correct. Lambert, Belen, not incorrect.
Scores, Belen Jesuit 1, Lambert 3, Mount Hebron 5, and Phillips Exeter 5.
Okay, on to question number
Next
6.
question.
Suppose GDP is equal to 20, consumption is equal to 16, government spending is 2, tax revenues are 4, and net exports are 0. What is the value of public saving?
20 seconds. Five seconds. Time's up. Boards up.
Belen Jesuit,
6.
Lambert,
2.
Mount Hebron,
2.
Phillips Exeter.
4.
The answer is 2, Lambert, Mount Hebron, you are correct. Phillips Exeter, Belen Jesuit, incorrect.
Scores, Belen Jesuit 1, Lambert 4, Mount Hebron 6, Phillips Exeter 5. Next question.
Okay, on to question number 7. If the value of the dollar falls, what is the likely effect on domestic prices and why?
20 seconds.
Exchange rate effect, right?
5 seconds. Boards up.
Belen Jesuit,
The price goes up because the dollar depreciates.
Lambert,
Price goes up because aggregate demand goes up.
Mount Hebron,
Price goes up because there's a depreciation, which increases net exports and increases aggregate demand.
Phillips Exeter.
Price falls because of exchange rate effect.
Keep your boards up. Yep.
Keep your boards up.
Belen Jesuit, let me read the answer first. Rising prices, falling dollar, increasing aggregate demand. So Belen Jesuit, Lambert, Mount Hebron, you are correct. Phillips Exeter, incorrect.
I almost didn't finish that.
Scores, Belen Jesuit 2, Lambert 5, Mount Hebron 7, Phillips Exeter 5.
Okay.
Next question.
On to question 8. Assume that gum and breath mints are substitutes, and there is a decrease in the availability of gum base, the ingredient that makes gum chewy. What will happen to the prices and quantity sold of both gum and mints as a result?
20 seconds.
No change, I think, no change.
5 seconds. Time's up. Boards up, please.
So
Hey, Belen Jesuit,
the gum price would go up, the gum supply would go down, the quantity of breath mints would go up, and the price of breath mints would go up as well.
For
Lambert?
both, the price would go up and quantity would go down.
Mount Hebron,
The price of gum would go up, the quantity would go down, and for mints, both price and quantity would increase.
Phillips Exeter.
For gum, price up, quantity down. For mints, both up.
Keep your boards up.
Lambert, can you repeat your answer?
For both mints and gums, price goes up and quantity goes down.
The answer is the prices of both gum and mints will increase. The quantity sold of gum will decrease, and the quantity sold of mints will increase. So Belen, Jesuit, and Mount Hebron, you are correct.
Wait, so we
Lambert.
are-
Sorry, reviewing.
Mount Hebron as well.
Price of
Belen and
There's a lot of arrows, sorry. Yes, Phillips, Exeter, you're also correct.
yep, they are.
Thank you.
not Lambert.
Sorry.
Scores: Belen Jesuit 3, Lambert 5, Mount Hebron 8, Phillips Exeter 6. On to next question.
Question number 9. When the price of a good rises by 10%, consumers buy 20% less of it. When the price rises by 20%, producers increase their supply by 10%. If the government places a per unit tax on this good, who will bear more of the tax burden, consumers or producers?
20 seconds. Five seconds. Time's up. Boards up, please.
Thank you, Belen, Jesuit,
Consumers.
Lambert,
Consumers?
Mount Hebron,
Producers.
Phillips Exeter.
Producers.
The answer is producers. So Mount Hebron, Phillips Exeter, congratulations, that is correct.
Okay.
Our scores: Belen Jesuit 3, Lambert 5, Mount Hebron 9, Phillips Exeter 7. Next question.
What is the official name of the award commonly referred to as the Nobel Prize in Economics?
20 seconds. Five seconds. Time is up. Boards up, please.
Belen, Jesuit,
Laureate.
Lambert,
Berg's Riggs Bank Prize?
Mount Hebron,
Burgess Risk Bank Prize.
Phillips Exeter.
Alfred Nobel Prize in Economics.
Okay, I'm going to absolutely correctly say this name right. It's the Vriges Riksbank Prize in Economic Sciences. Lambert, Mount Hebron, congratulations, that is correct.
So what you all don't know is there is a native-born Swede in the room.
Did I get it right?
How did they do? How did they do in their pronunciation?
Belen Jesuit.
Vriges Riksbank. Vriges Riksbank.
There we go.
Who would argue with that one?
Belen Jesuit 3, Lambert 6, Mount Hebron 10, Phillips Exeter 7. Next question.
We clearly prepare deeply here.
Yeah.
Assume a profit-maximizing firm hires in a perfectly competitive labor market and sells in a perfectly competitive output market. If the wage is $50 and the marginal product of the last worker is $20, what is the average total cost at the profit-maximizing quantity?
20 seconds. Five seconds. Time is up. Boards up, please.
Belen, Jesuit,
1,000.
Lambert,
2.5?
Keep your board up.
Mount Hebron,
Keep your boards up.
Dollars.
Mount Hebron,
$50.
Phillips Exeter.
2.5.
2.5, $2.50 is the correct answer. Phillips Exeter, Lambert, that is correct.
Scores: Belen Jesuit 3, Lambert 7, Mount Hebron 10, Phillips Exeter 8. Next question.
Okay. On to question 12. If a monopolistically competitive firm is earning an economic loss in the short run, what will happen to its price, demand, and marginal revenue in the long run, assuming it stays in business and the costs do not change?
20 seconds.
Wait, no, demand, no change.
5 seconds. Time is up. Boards up, please.
Belen, Jesuit,
Price would go up, marginal revenue would stay the same, and demand would go down.
Lambert,
All would increase.
Mount Hebron,
All three would increase.
Phillips, Exeter.
All increase.
That is the correct answer. All will increase. All are correct with the exception of Belen, Jesuit.
Okay.
Belen Jesuit 3, Lambert 8, Mount Hebron 11, Phillips Exeter 9. Next question.
On to question number 13. I'll wait. The phrase, bad money drives out good money, is also known as?
20 seconds. That's not the answer.
I don't even know.
I'm getting old. 5 seconds. Time is up. Boards up, please.
Competition.
Belen, Jesuit. Thank you. Lambert,
Collusion.
Mount Hebron,
Gresham's Law.
Phillips, Exeter.
Gresham's Law.
The answer is Gresham's Law, Mount Hebron, Phillips, Exeter. You are correct.
Belen Jesuit 3, Lambert 8, Mount Hebron 12, Phillips Exeter 10. Next question. I'm sorry.
On to question number 14. An economy has a civilian population of 500,000 and a working age population of 400,000. The number of unemployed persons is 60,000, the number of discouraged workers is 10,000, and the number of employed persons is 240,000. What is the labor force participation rate?
20 seconds. Five seconds. Time is up. Boards up, please.
Belen, Jesuit.
39/40.
Lambert,
60%.
Mount Hebron,
75%.
Phillips, Exeter.
75%.
Mount Hebron, Phillips, Exeter is 75%. You are correct.
Okay.
Belen and Lambert stay the same. Mount Hebron 13, Phillips Exeter 11. Next question.
Okay, on to question 15. If the Federal Reserve increases the interest on reserves, what is the most likely impact on aggregate demand, aggregate supply model, including the price level and output in the short run?
20 seconds. Five seconds. Time is up. Boards up, please.
Belen, Jesuit.
Aggregate supply would increase, price level goes up, and output goes down.
Lambert.
Aggregate demand shifts left, which makes price level decrease and output decrease.
No. You had your answer. You can't change it. Sorry, say that again, Lambert.
Both price level and output decreases because of an aggregate demand shift left.
Mount Hebron,
Aggregate demand decreases and price level and output also decrease.
Phillips, Exeter.
Aggregate demand, no change. SRAS down. Price level up. Quantity decrease.
Excuse me.
Okay, the answer is aggregate demand will shift left, price level will fall, and output will fall. So Lambert and Mount Hebron, you are correct.
Belen Jesuit 3, Lambert 9, Mount Hebron 14, Phillips Exeter 11. Next question.
Okay, on to question 16. Country A has relatively little land and relatively many workers. If country A opens to completely free international trade, what will happen to wages and rents?
20 seconds. Time's up. Board's up.
Belen, Jesuit,
Both would increase.
Lambert,
Wages will decrease and rents will increase.
Mount Hebron,
Rents will increase and wages will decrease.
Phillips, Exeter.
Wages decrease, rents increase.
The correct answer is wages will increase and rents will decrease. None of the teams were correct.
Hey, our writers finally stumped everyone.
Right. Scores remain the same. Next question, 17.
Question 17. Last year, you earned $40,000, and this year, you earned $42,000. If the inflation rate were 5%, what is true about both your nominal and real income?
20 seconds.
42,000 times 0.05.
Five seconds. Time is up. Board's up, please.
Belen, Jesuit,
Nominal 42,000, real 41.
Lambert,
There's a 0% increase.
Mount Hebron,
Nominal income increased by $2,000 and there's no change in real income.
Phillips, Exeter.
Nominal increase, real decrease.
Keep your boards up.
So nominal increase, income increases, real income stays the same. So it appears that Mount Hebron is the only correct team.
Belen, Jesuit 3, Lambert 9, Mount Hebron 15, Phillips, Exeter 11. Question 18.
Question 18. When the incomes of citizens in country Z increased from $380 per week to $470 per week, their savings increased by $30 per week. If Z's government increases spending by $6 billion, what will be the maximum change in Z's GDP?
20 seconds. Five seconds. Time's up. Board's up, please.
Belen, Jesuit,
18 billion.
Lambert,
18 billion.
Mount Hebron,
18 billion.
Phillips, Exeter.
18 billion.
Love it. All teams are correct.
All right. Good job, all.
Belen, Jesuit 4, Lambert 10, Mount Hebron 16, Phillips, Exeter 12. 19.
Question 19. The term conspicuous consumption, or the practice of buying goods with a higher quality, price, or quantity than is practical, was coined by whom?
20 seconds. Five seconds. Time is up. Board's up, please.
Belen, Jesuit,
Friedman.
Lambert,
Veblen.
Mount Hebron,
Veblen.
Phillips, Exeter.
Veblen.
Okay, Lambert, Mount Hebron, Phillips, Exeter, you are correct.
Belen, Jesuit 4, Lambert 11, Mount Hebron 17, Phillips, Exeter 13. Our final question.
Final question. In terms of what entities are included, what is the main difference between the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, and the PCE, the Personal Consumption Expenditures?
20 seconds. Five seconds. Time is up. Boards up, please.
Belen Jesuit,
Agriculture and energy.
Lambert,
CPI accounts for price of products.
Mount Hebron,
CPI is only consumer goods, and PCE is both goods and services.
Phillips Exeter.
CPI is fixed while PCE changes.
Appreciate there are a lot of moving parts and pieces to this answer, but none of the teams are correct. I'll just read out some of the key differences. The CPI includes only urban households. PCE includes both urban and rural, except the CPI only includes direct expenditures made by households. The PCE includes expenditures made on the household's behalf. Any kind of combination of that would be correct, so it appears none of the teams are correct.
Scores remain the same, and
That
Chris?
was a mouthful.
Yes.
So I've got something very easy to say, and that is congratulations, Mount Hebron High School. You are the David Ricardo National Champions.
Congratulations to all the teams as well. Well done. Good
Well
job.
done. Well done to all. Okay, congratulations to our winner, to our other teams placing this afternoon. We're going to take a quick swapperoo here, right? And move on to the Adam Smith in just a moment.
Great. So please have a seat. Thank you all.